Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Nerdarchy Ryan, and I'm joined by
Dave. I'm Ted.
And in this episode, Nerdarchy gets monumental. Hail Hydra.
Go to the description where you can find Nerdarchy the newsletter, gain weekly tips, as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
All right, so we're talking about this the story off camera that happened years ago in our campaign, where we have the town of Himrick, and it was attacked by this major Hydra.
Well, it was actually like an invasion force of hobgoblins and like this
And orcs.
And orcs.
Yeah.
And no, it was mainly
No,
hobgoblins.
it was orcs because they had like their elite unit that
Because they're hobgoblin Vikings.
We played no, because we played an evil campaign where we were actually orcs. We were mostly orcs and half orcs that were a part of that unit. So that's how I remember it, because it was like Gronor, the Orcish unit, and it was like their elite faction that we were fighting off. In Himrick, I had the half-elf fighter mage in 2nd edition that converted to 3rd edition, and so we were fighting off this invasion. A friggin' fiendish Hydra was around.
Half-dragon.
Wasn't it a fiendish half-dragon Cairo Hydra or something like that?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Okay, so we're fighting off this invasion, holding our own, and then all of a sudden the sky darkens with the shadow of this fiendish thing flying towards us.
No, it steps over the wall.
Okay,
Yeah.
it just steps over the wall. So misremembering, this was like over a decade ago. I have a scroll of stone, or flesh to stone.
But
Flesh to
before
stone.
that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
First of all, Ted is talking smack like he always does,
Yeah.
and gains the attention of all 12 of the Hydra's heads.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at him and getting ready to breathe fire.
Now, I've spent more than my fair share of time reading over the
Monster
the,
stats.
the monster stats and whatever have you, and my character. I'm an elven blade singer, whatever you want to call it. I'm a fighter or ranger / cleric, and I don't have a lot of hit points. This is a game where we rolled our stats and we left them where they lie. We rolled them straight down. So I didn't have much of a constitution.
And elves got a negative to Constitution back then,
And I had already died once.
which lowers your Constitution.
in that edition. So I know, just bare bones, if this thing rolls all its breath weapons on me, average damage, it's goodbye, sayonara, see you later. I'm dead. I'm -10 gone. See you later.
I mean, it would give us some heroic angst to like fight on for you, but other than that, not doing you any favors.
Oh, GM tip: if your players talk too much smack to your monsters, feel free to go all out on that player because they're asking for it.
They're totally asking.
I don't
for it.
remember talking smack, but this is Dave, so whatever.
So anyway, I have this scroll of flesh to stone. The only thing is, it's a substantially higher level than I am caster, which in that edition of the game meant that I literally had to roll like I think an 18+ on the die.
Yeah, you had to make a spellcraft.
A spellcraft check to do it, and the level of my level divide was such that I had like a 15% window of successfully doing it. I roll 19, so that allows me to just cast the spell.
Now, you did sit there and deliberate because you wanted to be able to put the scroll into your spell book.
Yeah,
and you're
I
like,
did lose
but
if we die, we die.
If we die, we die.
And
but
then also the odds of that 15% chance of actually succeeding. So I successfully pulled that off. Now it is a Hydra, so it's a fortitude save back in 3rd edition, which a Hydra, anything big and burly, is going to have a fantastic constitution, right?
Especially after you add templates to it.
when you add templates back in that edition, they added nice stat bumps to it.
I'm pretty sure Dave was cheating, because how many templates can you really stack on a
As
thing?
many as you wanted back
As many
then.
as Dave wants to. Is really
Back in that edition, if you said I'm a half this and a half that added to something else, well, you're a quarter dragon, quarter minotaur, or something or other.
we start working in 16ths.
Yeah, right. Or 30 seconds. So now, I think Dave needed to roll like a 4+ or something to make the Constitution saving.
It was a 5.
He picks up the D20 and he laughs at all of us. He's like, "Do you realize that I need a 5 on this die in order to succeed?" And he's literally laughing at us.
And I roll it on the
And
center of the table.
He drops it right in front of
A
us.
4. I'm like, shit.
So
You sunk my Hydra.
now, right at the gates of Himrick is a statue, a huge-sized statue of this demonic Hydra, just flesh to stone,
Straddling
right there,
the wall.
straddling the wall. So now there's a monument in the campaign world.
So this happened, as we said, well over a decade ago. It's a really cool story, and it's something that, since it actually has happened to our characters in our game, that this would be a really cool addition to Chimes of Discordia. So if we just kind of, as we've done with other places, and we lift this up and plop this into
Our world with the
our
whole story.
world.
Here's my only real beef and problem with it, though. The ass is sticking on the outside of the wall, so it kind of makes it look weird.
Well, so this is why we say that if we say that this happened a century ago or 2 centuries ago, then we have the ability to say that the city has grown in size around it. So now, okay, they might have taken down that wall and gone around it. That's the inner wall, and then there's now an even bigger outer wall that encompasses the full new portion of the city.
There you go.
Yeah. So maybe one of the additions is facing the Hydra is a hill, and they built the keep or the castle, for the lord or king of that kingdom or that town over there. So so it's kind of like looking down on the Hydra.
I could see maybe there's a gate, like the Hydra gate or something like that, is because sometimes there's different sally ports and stuff like that, and different entrances and exits of places have a name for that gate. So that could be, or the scandal that happens around it too. Could be.
The army now has formed the Hydra maneuver.
Yeah.
Now, so I had a thought when thinking about this. Would they build battlements or anything on top of this statue? It's okay, well, if they built a guard station or something up there, something to be able to look out across the vast land, since this thing is towering over all of the buildings. If the legs were big enough to just step over the 15 to 20 foot wall, we are talking about something of gargantuan proportions. So how tall is this creature?
Well, it'd be cool if there was almost sentry positions in the mouths. But again, the problem is the freaking thing is facing the wrong way.
Yeah, it is facing towards this.
Because it would have been facing Ted's character with its mouth all open, ready to breathe death upon him.
Yeah, that's tricky. I don't know what we could do. Maybe somebody they got a wizard to cast an epic levitate so they could just turn it.
Dwarves, they use dwarves.
Yeah.
Dwarves can figure that shit out.
Dwarves, because in your opinion, dwarves can fix anything.
That's right. You got a broken something. What do you need? You need a dwarf.
Yeah.
They jack it up. They put some rollers under their feet. They spin it around.
Yeah. So I mean, there was the idea of renaming this place Himrick, although it doesn't have. This could be Indralic. It could be. I mean, really, that it could have happened. Or I mean, if we do rename it, I did think I kind of like the sound of the name Hydra's Gambit, because it was a very risky thing to do. So.
Do you remember the name of that character? I feel like the character should be remembered in that town and city, and he should be blown up to these crazy proportions that are way off from where he was. He really just got really lucky.
Yeah. So that was Derek All-Terrain. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
And I was gonna say, because if he didn't remember, I'm certain I could go find Tull's old character sheet. Cause
and he was a half elf, and he had the half elf was a wizard or sorcerer.
So it was wizard.
Yeah. Because you had the cool we made up the backstory was you were raised by your human father, and your elfin mother had passed away, but you actually learned magic from a spell book that was enchanted with illusions and magic mouth, and basically all these messages and lessons left to you from your elfin mother.
Right. It was kind of like a correspondence school situation, back in the day. Yeah. So
put together by moms. Nice. So, what do you guys think? Should we rename the city? What should we rename it? And yes, I think we actually have to just move the Hydra and turn it around. It really bugs me that the ass is facing the wrong way for anything cool you want to do. Yeah. Let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, share, and subscribe.
You can check out Funny Memes over on Facebook.
You can check us out over on Instagram.
So until next time,
Stay nerdy.